Fucking not worth it. Your attitude is not working. If the diet isn't aligned, that is the first red flag. That should let you know that the attitude, the vibe, the energy is just not gonna align. Your gut doesn't match my gut. If you're eating the neck bones teriyaki Alfredo and I'm eating fruits, vegetables, legumes, etc., that's the first problem. The diet never aligns. So sometimes you just gotta say, fuck it, it's not worth it. Your attitude, my attitude is not working. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Stay in love with yourself before you start giving love to anyone else. Stay focused. Stay dedicated, elevated, motivated. All right. Peace, love, and compassion. How you doing, Bonafide 1970? Peace, peace, peace. Quick video. Just reminding everybody to eat what aligns with you. Don't allow people to pull you into dinner dates and they're not even considering that your diet has changed, that you don't eat the ham hocks and the neck bones and the pork chops anymore. So just try to stay aligned with what it is that you desire for your future to be. All right. Yes, all is well because we eating right. We got to start our diet right. That's the very first thing. And like I say all the time, you know what I mean? It's not about being a gold digger. It's just about picking someone who can fulfill those needs. And my main purpose, like, is to help people lose weight, to help, people to heal, to help people just understand that we have so much, you know, so much in front of us that distracts us from our nature. It's just like the internet everywhere, your friends, your family members, everyone is like here in your face to put everything in front of you that you don't need. And we have to start realizing what's necessary and what's not. And, partying, drinking, smoking, just being out in the world, if that was never a part of you, you know, we have to realize that that person is just not good for us, or what that person is pulling us into is just not good for us. So it doesn't make that person a bad person, you know what I mean? Because some people are just in your life because they're in your life. They've been in your life. They just in your life, family, friends. You can't change the parents that you was given to. You can't change the family that you had. You can pick and choose your family, but you can't change your family. So when we're picking and choosing our mates, we should always consider the diet first. That's the very first thing in conversation. Not so much do you smoke, do you drink? Most people do. If you're over 30, 35, most people do. But if the conversation starts that way about smoking and drinking and how much you do on the daily, that's important too. Because if you sit up and drink all day, then of course we're not aligned. So I just wanted to do this quick video. Well, I got my berries out, waiting for the kids to come down and eat their berries because it's so important as mothers to reiterate what we're supposed to do and lead by a good example. All right? Peace, love, and compassion. Like I said, y'all, pick the man, pick the person that's for you, that aligns with you, that first has the same similar diets, you know what I mean? Because if your guts don't match, then the attitudes is definitely not gonna match. Like the energy is not gonna match. Y'all nature is not the same. He eating teriyaki, teriyaki Alfredo. When you eating, you know what I mean? You trying to eat salads and change your body and change your ways and change your mental health. You know, that is so important. Mental health is so important right now because we have a lot of people losing it, losing control online, on social media, ranting and raving about things that are really out of their control. You cannot control that man because you had kids with him. You can't change his attitude, you can't change his mood, you can't change the way he treats you, any of that. You can always react a different way, but you can't change the way that he's treating you. You could choose to accept it or not accept it, but you can't change another person. All you can change is you. So we want to be aware. Self awareness. Self awareness, baby. My battery is about to die, y'all. All right, let me get off this video. I just want to come to y'all. Let me read some of y'all comments real quick. I'm great. Hope all is well. I love to see women eating healthy. Yes, I love to see everybody eating healthy. Yes. Indeed, we need to. That's why I always tell y'all, like, I'm a fitness coach, a certified yoga instructor, but I am not here to make everybody small. That's not, the point is not for everybody to be the same size. God did not make us that way. He did not put us on earth for everyone to be looking like standard. Like, there's no standard size. Your body is your body. Your build is your build. I could be skinny and small, but I could still be unhealthy. If I'm if my mental is not there, like physically I don't have the ability, everything aligns. If we are not eating properly, we are not thinking properly. It's just the truth. Your gut health equal your brain health. So that's why you have friction with people that don't eat the same way that you do. It just is what it is. To avoid that friction, sometimes you have to avoid that person. It is simple moves. Or limit the access to you. Do not ever become a slave to anyone's needs. Not the government's, not the social media, no one. No one should be in control of you and your diet and your wants and your desires and your needs. We have to reawake ourselves to our nature. A lot of times we forget because we're not kids anymore. Like, we're growing up, we're moving, every little thing alters the person that you are if we allow it. So the drinking, the smoking, the days and nights of, consuming alcohol and blacking out, not remembering. Some people feel like it's the best thing to not remember their night. Like, to just not remember what took place at night. They done drank so much, smoked or whatever, and they can't recall. I had that happen to me twice. The last two times that I drank, I blacked out. Like, I did not remember what took place after a certain amount of time. Like, I had video to show, but, why should I always have to feel like I need to do a video in order to recall what, you know what I mean? The last two times I drank, I felt like I was losing myself. So that's what really sparked this change. And I really don't want this to be the custom for me to get so far off from myself in order to try to remember where I'm supposed to be. So that's why I require, I don't have, that social circle, that supportive family. I don't have people in my corner that's here to remind me or keep me focused or anything like that. Like, I have friends, but I don't have like that one person. So my man has always been my best friend. So that's why I always end up going wrong, because I cling to a person that I think is going to be my man for the rest of my life. But then that person, I mean, has not that it's just like all negative. Maybe some good intentions, but they also have the ability to control some of the things that I do unconsciously. I don't feel like it's something that they purposely do, but because I am so open to starting a new path, being with someone, I allow different, different things to distract me. I do. I mean, I'm just being honest, with myself, because I need to change. I know that I need to change. So that's what I'm doing now, y'all. I know my YouTube channel has suffered a lot because I have not been consistent with it. But I appreciate especially my people who like Gotti, my people who always been there and is always, supportive in my videos and stuff. Okay, let me go and read some of these comments. Indeed, you need to do our best to stay healthy. Yes. I love those yoga videos. Thank you, Bonafide 1970. Was that the year you was born, 1970? Hi, Bonafide. Much love to you. I appreciate that. See, all of that, like good, positive energy. Like, you come to the internet and you get a lot of negativity. You know what I mean? I've had people be like, why so you do yoga all the time, but why your body ain't hard? Why women that do yoga always have soft bodies and they bodies ain't this and they bodies ain't like I get so many negative comments. Y'all just really not y'all don't know. Getting healthy has been a high priority for me in recent years. I've been but yes. Right, you're fat as a red soul. So I'm so sorry to hear that. You just having oh yes. Oh, thank you. I think everyone deserves someone who's truly in their corner, like who's truly seeing them. Because if somebody sees you, they're not gonna lead you away from what you're supposed to. You know what I mean? Where they see you at. You know, if they see you eating healthy and they want to take you to the barbecue spot every Friday. You know what I mean? They see you eating healthy, but they want to feed you fried chicken every week. You know what I mean? That's like somebody who's not having good intentions towards you. They might say that they love you, they might care, but naturally, a good leader is going to lead you in a righteous way, like to your goals. You know what I mean? As a man, I know y'all have a lot of pressure to lead women, to lead y'all kids, to lead the family, but it is what it is. That's y'all life. Like, as men, y'all have it hard. As women, we have it hard too, just in different ways. But as men, we need y'all to be stand up. Like, we need y'all to see us and lead us in the direction as that we want to go. Don't lead me astray, don't lead me away from where I want to be. And then at the end of the beginning of the next year, you're wondering why I have nothing to show. I have absolutely nothing to nothing. I mean, there's no progression and nothing. Like, because every single time that you were in my company, you wasn't there to set me up for success. You were pulling me down to a level which you're not even on. Whether your diet might not be there or not, financially, you're not on a low level. So I think first it starts with the diet. But secondly, we actually have to, as women, I know we want men who are successful and, on a higher status level than us. Most women, y'all see Kendra G. Most of them women, they have multiple kids, but they don't want no man with kids. They have finances issues and all kinds of stuff, but they don't want their reflection. They don't want the man that they really probably deserve. Like me, I'm the same way. I don't want a man that's struggling every day. That's I can't deal with that energy because I'm in that position. I want somebody who's already established, who can help me, guide me so that I can become established in my business. Help me get a business. You know what I mean? And I understand that that might be asking for too much in some instances, especially for women like us. We have multiple kids. But I'm willing to accept the fact that if no one sees me, I'm going to do this by myself regardless. I'm going to have the success, reach my goals, open my nonprofit. Like all the things that I want in life, I'm going to get there, whether I have a partner or not, because I believe in myself. I believe that I deserve someone to be here with me and not have to do it alone. However, I can't force it because I keep running into the same problem. Someone who's willing to help me with my kids, help me pay my bills, help me, you know what I'm saying, pay all the bills and, take care of. And so I've set myself up in my mind where, like, okay, we're good on that end. I don't need no one else for it. But naturally, we don't completely align. Someone is paying your bills. That's just money. They just giving you money. Really, basically just giving you money to shut up. Somebody, what I'm saying, helping you out with little things, bills or whatever, and they don't live with you. They just kind of like helping you. They just assisting you. Anybody can do that. A friend. I mean, I got a old man who's like been in me and my kids' corner since day one. And I've never laid down with this man, never kissed this man, never held his hand ever. So they'll pay bills. They don't have to live with you. My oldest son, father, takes care of all of my kids if I needed him to. Anything they need, shoes, clothes, whatever, he'll take care of all of my kids. So I know I have good men in my life. If I need him to pay a bill, I can call him and I know he's going to do it. Because he doesn't want to see me lose. He doesn't want to see me without. He doesn't want to see his kids without. That's just a good man. But a lot of women are losing their selves, sacrificing their self, giving their self away in order to get some assistance. You know what I mean? To get some assistance because I got hit by a car last year. Before then, got hurt on a job and did 9 months of physical therapy. Within those 9 months, I started to rely more and more and more and more on this person. Like leaning on this person for transportation, everything, food, everything. Because I love to eat. Big mama gotta eat, baby. Big mama gotta eat. And I like to eat good. And eating healthy is expensive, y'all. If you don't know. So like the whining and the dining and the restaurants and stuff like that. Yes, I like to go out just like anybody else. But I was in a relationship for 3 years, married to a man, and we never went out. We only stayed in the house and we only consumed each other, and I didn't have a problem with that. I never complained to him ever about not going out. It was never even an issue, or I never even thought about it until after we was broke up. Then I thought about it like, damn, we never even went out the house. He never took me out. Not even for a celebration, not even for a New Year's. Okay, so let me read y'all little comments. I'm finna get my butt off here because I was supposed to be off here. My battery's about to die. Oh, they said that's the birth year, 1970. 1970, it's awful to hear that you get negative comments. You're definitely not a negative person. Some people are into, yeah, they are. I think most of the people who come online who just have negative, just have negative things to say, most of them, this is just my flat out opinion, most of them are fat and ugly. They just fat and ugly. Most of them don't have pictures. They're not gonna put a picture up. They're not gonna have a profile picture on no platform ever. And most of them are fat, out of shape. They're ugly. Like they insides are ugly, outsides are ugly, and that's why they just go from account to account, like looking and fishing for people to insult, especially positive people. You know, I don't want to go into, everybody is the devil because people people will throw that out there like, yeah, that's the devil. That's the devil working on you. No, I don't feel like everybody is the devil. I feel like the devil gonna do what the devil works. The devil gonna work. But everybody that's not the devil out here, it's just sometimes you just gotta consciously think. You gotta think. Do I even need to comment? Do I even need to respond to this person? This person is obviously showing how weak minded that they are to come to my page when I'm showing something positive and to, you know, or come in my DMs and say something negative. Like, I don't even respond. And or if I do respond, I'll blast you. I'll put you all over social media. Otherwise, I just ignore it. But if I feel real, you know what I mean? I can tell you that you're truly a good woman. You truly love me and can love him. Yes, I am. I want to love because I have so much love and I just want to be loved. The problem is, well, I believe my problem is I'm not consciously thinking about the details, because he's there for me, willing to help me with, those things. And I feel like, oh, that's the most important if a man is seeing you, willing to help you with your struggles. But if I'm asking him and he's not offering, is that really him helping? He's kind of just shutting me up by just providing my needs. You know what I mean? Just like a father would, A father's going to provide for their child to make sure that their child has needs. I want a man to see me, help me, or give to me, or whatever, provide for me because he's investing in me, because he sees a future with us. Like, he's paying bills because these are our bills. Even if it's my crib and he has his own crib, eventually we're coming together. But bills has to be paid regardless. No man should ever want to like see his woman struggle and just be okay and cool with it. But I mean, we have a lot of relationship, you know, nuances, I would say, out here right now because I don't feel like I should be asking for a traditional this or traditional that because I'm not a traditional woman. I mean, just to be honest, I'm not a traditional woman. If I was a traditional woman, I would have had kids after I got married to that man, to that first father of my son. So I'm not a traditional woman. I'm not looking for the average traditional man. I'm looking for that big daddy. You know what I mean? Someone who don't see themselves as average, never seen themselves as average, always going to put themselves like at the top, you know what I mean, of whatever level, whether the money is there, whether people consider the looks is there or whatever. I like the confidence. The confidence is really what attracts me. I love a confident man. You could be butt ugly, but be confident. Like, confident in the way that you lead your woman, and be confident in the way, you know what I mean, that you're going to love on her. Be confident in the way you're raising your kids. Be confident, Know that it's good. You're going to always put her in a good position or a better position. I don't know. I know it's hard for y'all brothers. I know it's hard. I know it's hard because y'all got a lot on y'all plate. Women be wanting this, they be wanting that. They want you to be 6 feet tall, and you look. Y'all ain't trying to wear heels, is y'all? Y'all ain't trying to wear heels just to get with that woman. No, but yeah, I appreciate y'all. Appreciate you, Bonafide. All my kids' fathers are actually good men. They're gonna provide for their kids. I don't have to worry about that aspect. But as far as me, they ain't taking care of me. And I'm not asking them to or requiring them to. You know, I do require assistance because I am a single mom. However, I'm not looking for someone to step in and be a father figure because they do have active fathers. But just know, if you want to be in my life, you have to be a example. I can't have no noodle back. Eh, I can't have no noodle bag dude around my kids. I can't have no chauvinistic men. I just certain men I just can't. You know what I mean? I used to actually think that overly religious, was just not for me. I feel like, religion is it's a choice. It's a choice. Choose what you choose. Choose what resonates with you. Most of the time we choose what we are accustomed to, what we grew up with. But I so much respect the man who does his own studies. Seek your own wisdom. Don't just follow somebody else's word. Read all the books. Don't just read one book. The Bible is a great book. Yes, it's great. But there's wisdom in a lot of books. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me read the rest of this. Yes, eating healthy can be expensive. Yes. Yes, I wanna get there. Growing our own foods. I recently met a female I consider my friend now, and she does that. Like, she knows about all of that, the soil that you should use. She knows about the equipment, like the how to raise the bed, and I mean she know how to do all of that, how to grow your little garden, put it together, and all that. So those are the things that I want to do. If you all don't know, my main goal, well, one of my main goals for years is always to have a nonprofit. I want a 24-hour center where you better not be chasing that cat. Puma, sit your butt down. It'll be like Wild Animal Kingdom up in here. But I want a unity center, a unity community center. I want a place where people could come in 24/7. You got soup, hot soups. We always have soups. We don't have all the other crap, but we always have a whole bunch of, healthy stuff. We're going to have some fruits. We're going to have all of that is on deck all day, every day. So when you come in, because this is what I hate to see. This is have you ever seen anybody had a stroke or a heart attack? And then the first thing that they do is they change their diet. But the first thing they do is give them the same crap that they've been eating. They ain't giving them no navy beans. They haven't changed nothing real about their diet. They might have took some of it out, maybe less beef, less pork, less this, less that. But they basically eating the same thing. I had a uncle. I had an uncle. I say had because he's no longer with us. But I had an uncle who was my favorite uncle because he always fed us fast food. That is not the type of leader that we need in our communities. Like, I don't have any less respect for him. I still love him. But when you think about all the other things that he said and he did, I don't want to talk about the man because he's gone. But a lot of the other things that he said and he did kind of aligned with why he was the fast food guru. You know what I mean? Like, this man, when I was grown, I was not a child, but when I was grown, He said he told my aunt, yeah, now I could get rid of you and get Chrissy. Like, who says that? Like, what kind of